Folks, thanks for being with me today. We're going to be hunting some big bulls in southern Colorado. I'm behind the bow and we're in the middle of a rut fest and screaming bulls are everywhere. So sit back and enjoy. Wow, that was a big old bull, and he put on quite the show for us. When you're in the field hunting or filming, you never know what you're going to come across. And that was one of the most amazing segments that I've ever got to be part of. A giant bull bugling, peeing all over himself, rutting, getting in a wallow. It was really cool. But that night on the way home, I kicked myself 3 or 4 times thinking, should I have shot that bull? Well, by the time I got home, I realized, you know what? I can't second guess myself. So I gathered my thoughts, I got my stuff ready, and the next morning we got right back after him.
Hear that? We got 3 giant bulls. 1, 2, 3. Mid-September here in Colorado, and the rut is going crazy. Let's go work some big bulls. We got a hot bull coming right here on us. See him? That's all they hold. this one, Mike. Stop him. Well, we waited a while, and I'm pretty sure I heard the bull. We talked about it. Heard him down there thumping around, dying. So what I'm going to do is go back to the tree. Bob's going to sneak over there where my arrow was and see if he can see any blood, and slip over there and see if he can see him laying there dead. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you said you felt like he got some lungs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got him.
Let's check it out.
All right. Hey, Bob snuck right over there. He's laying right where I shot him last, deader than a hammer, right over the hill. Let's go look at him.
Yeah, that's too easy. Look at that hog, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, got no Bob there, weren't you? Look at that. Now what?
Holy smoke. Look at that, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, look at that mass and them beams.
Look at that dude, man.
Big old point.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You had me all worried and everything. Look at that thing. Yeah.
Wow, look at that, huh?
know.
Look at them points.
I know. Honcho. Look at that. Still got velvet on him.
Look at that.
That's a real nice bull. That is a nice bull. Man.
Holy smoke, look at that. Big old beam. I told you it had some beams on it.
I know.
Look at that.
Say his spread is wide there, made his beams look shorter.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke, smoke, smoke.
That's a good bull right there, man.
Hey, we got him. Beautiful. Hey, what an exciting hunt today. September 18th, 2012 in Colorado. Hunting again with my buddy, professional GMO caller, Bob Darty.
Callie Morris.
Hey, he put him right in our face again. We worked these bulls all morning, and I knew from all the years we hunted together, just call and sneak in, call and sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
And we got right in their beds, and he couldn't take her.
No, I know. That worked good because that other bull came in first and got him all provoked, and he come over here to T-bone him and run him off.
I got ready, I was set up, and all of a sudden I look over to my side and I see this bull coming in. And I told Mike to get ready. Well, I didn't realize the bull was coming in and down. I thought he saw us and he took off. Well, about 3 minutes later or 4, here this guy,
Right.
I see him coming up through there. So he just come up through there and scared that bull off, walked right up into our lap, and and I know you couldn't hear me, but I was getting ready to draw. And finally I looked back at Bob and I'm like, give him the shrug, and he's like, this is him. And so I was on point to kill him. And I'm like, you can hear it in the video, I'm like, stop him. I'm drawing, he's walking, I'm like, stop him.
Were you?
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't tell what you could see. I didn't want to, because
right.
I was so close to him. If I'd have been way back, it'd have been one thing, but I was so close, if I made a noise, that was it.
That was
he was
over.
going to lock up, and you either had to do it or
he walked right out in the open,
right.
stopped broadside, and was looking up at you. 35 yards, I popped him right in the side.
Yeah, I thought about that, but then I figured, okay, yeah, I'll just let him do whatever he's going to do. Callie's ready, he's drawn, so you're quick enough on the shot that if you weave through the bushes or even turn around, you could probably get it done. But if I was to hit that call, then
it'd been
that
over.
was the end of the show.
Right, I didn't, and he was so close, I didn't want to stop him either.
Right.
Because if I would have stopped him, he would have just nailed me.
Right.
And so I just waited, like you said, and let him do what he walked out there, perfect, posed broadside.
Right.
Hey, but I always say, if you shoot them once and they stop, you better shoot them again. And that's exactly what I did. He got 2 arrows right in the side. Bob, big mule deer, big bull on the ground.
Got a deer. Heck of a hunt, huh?
Yeah, man, it's good.
I know.
Hey, appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that bull about racked my nerves. We started that bull at daylight. We moved in on him 3 different times, but the wind kept changing directions. So when we finally got in to where we thought we might be able to call him in, it was high noon, the sun was out, it was hot, and he was already laying in his bed. But every time we would call, he would bugle, which allowed us to get a little closer and a little closer. Well, you can see we finally got him to get up, and when he came to us, he was a cagey one. And we knew he was going to be by the way he acted. Now I saw him, he come through the woods, his head was up high, his eyes were wide open, ears forward. And the reason that he was that way is because Bob had been cow calling, but he had also been bugling. When that bull came in, he didn't know how big the bull with the cow was, so he was going to take his time and make sure so that he didn't get a whipping. But he finally got out in the open, and I was able to get a couple arrows in him. Folks, let's talk about why that hunt was successful. Tip number 1, I always say become one with the tree. As you can see in this segment, I was set up facing the tree, leaning forward against it with my right shoulder. The reason? So if a bull comes in tight, but I can't see his ribs and he looks over at me and he sees that big blob, he says, well, it's just a big tree trunk. He's going to look back and go on his way. But it also allows me to lean back and draw my bow with no obstructions to my arm and easily take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. And tip number 2, this goes for the caller. When your hunter sticks a bull and you see it or you hear it, you immediately have to bugle. If you bugle, a lot of times that big old bull will stop, he'll slow down, he might even look back like this bull did. It gives the hunter the time to knock another arrow, and in this case I was able to get down on one knee, lean over, and take another shot, and I got 2 arrows in that bull. And that was the success in getting that bull. And tip number 3, this again is for the caller and the hunter. If you get stuck in a scenario where the caller is too close to the hunter and the bull is under 35 yards from you, neither one of you can call. If the hunter calls, the bull is going to immediately pinpoint his location. If you're not at full draw and the bull's not in the open, he's going to whirl and run off. If the caller calls at this time and he's not in the open and you can't take the shot, a lot of times the bull will just freeze up because he's cagey. He knows something should be there. So he may stand there as long as 15 minutes just staring. If that happens, more times than not, the wind will swirl and it's going to blow your bull out of there. Folks, if you study these 3 tips, become one with the tree, have the caller call as soon as you stick a bull, and if a bull is under 30 yards, the caller nor the hunter should call. I know you're going to be more successful in the woods. Folks, thanks for being with me on the 15-Yard Files.
Where you can't see the forest for all the cottonwood trees. My little humble abode sits back in a hole where nothing don't bother me. And in the spring of the year when the big bird strut, you can bet I'm gonna call. I'll be hunting tom turkeys and eating deer jerky that we killed back in the fall. I got a blonde-haired, green-eyed beauty queen. She knows how to treat me right. And she's been known to hunt the rut till she's got one in her sights. We got a big old red truck with 4 doors and 4-wheel drive to haul one out. And she'll hang him up and skin him and fry him in the kitchen and hang up another hazel tree.